Human potential is not a fixed equation, not a neatly defined set of limitations bound by the laws of conventional thought. It is a current, a force, an unbroken stream of consciousness weaving itself through the fabric of reality. And yet most of us remain asleep to it, shackled by the illusion of the ordinary. We are told from birth that we are flesh and bone, that our minds are fragile things, that what we see, touch, and measure is all there is. But what if we are more? What if the legends of yogis, mystics, and masters tapping into extraordinary abilities, known as siddhis, are not myths, but forgotten truths buried beneath the weight of a materialist world? Siddhis, in their truest essence, are not superpowers. They are not fantasies conjured by overactive imaginations. They are the natural outgrowth of a mind, body, and spirit aligned with the deeper mechanics of existence. In the ancient texts, they are categorized: levitation, mind-to-mind communication, the ability to heal, the power to generate heat from within, to walk untouched through flame, to slow the heart to a standstill, and remain submerged underwater for hours without breath. These are not parlor tricks, but the result of an altered relationship with the forces that govern reality itself. If reality is energy, if the universe is vibration, then why should it be so far-fetched that some have learned to shape these frequencies with intention? Siddhis, then, are the byproduct of a fundamental mastery of the unseen. Yet the modern world scoffs. The average person drifts through life in a haze of artificial routine, never questioning the unseen currents that dictate their every thought and action. Why? Because they have been conditioned to believe in their smallness. From the moment we are born, we are taught to look outward, to see our reflection only in the mirrors society places before us. We are funneled into systems designed to keep us within predictable patterns: work, consume, repeat. A mind distracted by noise cannot hear the deeper call of its own potential. A spirit dulled by routine cannot awaken to the raw, electrifying truth of its own vastness. And so the potential remains dormant, waiting for those who dare to disrupt the script. But there are those who remember. Wim Hof, the Iceman, has shattered scientific assumptions, proving through his breath and his mind alone that the body can be pushed beyond its perceived limits. Through a method derived from the ancient Tibetan practice of Tummo, he has demonstrated how controlled breathing and focus can override autonomic functions, regulate immune responses, and allow him to thrive in freezing temperatures where others would perish. And then there is Chang, the Magus of Java. He was a master of Nai Kung, the ancient art of internal energy cultivation. Nai Kung is an advanced form of Qigong, requiring years of disciplined training to refine and direct one's internal energy with precision, often leading to extraordinary abilities beyond conventional understanding. John has been documented igniting objects into flame with his qi, channeling electricity through his hands, and he even allowed researchers to test his bioelectric field, leaving them without rational explanations. Their existence alone cracks open the framework of what is possible. These men, and others like them, expose a deeper question. If human potential extends this far, why are these abilities not pursued by the masses? Why does society suppress the existence of such powers? The answer is woven into the very structure of civilization. A society built on control cannot thrive if individuals realize their own sovereignty. If a human being can control their health, their energy, their very biology, if they can tap into something beyond the limitations imposed by modern understanding, then the entire framework of dependency crumbles. Medicine, industry, power structures all rely on the individual remaining unaware of what they are truly capable of. The suppression is not accidental, it is systemic. Those who seek deeper knowledge often find themselves ridiculed, discredited, or ignored altogether. And in that silence, the greatest potential remains just beyond reach. Even within the mystical traditions that acknowledge siddhis, there is a warning. Do not chase these powers. The great sages and masters who walked before us cautioned that the pursuit of supernatural abilities can become a trap for the ego. Siddhis, they say, are mere byproducts of spiritual advancement, not the goal. The danger is attachment, the seduction of power over others rather than power over oneself. Many who attain such abilities find themselves consumed by them, their progress toward enlightenment stalled by their fascination with the extraordinary. And yet, does that mean they should be ignored entirely? If we possess the ability to transcend our limitations, is it not our birthright to explore that path? This is where perspective matters. Wim Hof does not hoard his knowledge, nor does he warn against its use. He teaches openly, empowering others to access the same abilities he has cultivated. This is the approach that resonates with truth. Knowledge, when hidden, withers, but when shared with the right intent, it becomes a catalyst for awakening. Siddhis are not to be feared, nor blindly pursued for their own sake. They are signposts, markers on the path toward a greater realization of self. They should be wielded with wisdom, but they should not be buried beneath superstition and secrecy. For the one who seeks to awaken their potential, the question remains, how does one begin? The key is not found in rare lineages or secret initiations. It is found within the body, within the breath, within the mind itself. The first barrier is belief. One must unlearn the conditioned idea that they are ordinary, that they are bound by laws they have never tested for themselves. If you do not believe you can, you never will. The second barrier is discipline, not the forced kind, but the kind that arises from obsession. True masters do not become what they are through momentary effort. They live their practice, breathe it, embody it every single day. The path begins with small steps. Control the breath, and you begin to control the body. Control the body, and you begin to control the mind. Control the mind, and reality itself bends in ways you never imagined possible. Every person who has unlocked extraordinary abilities has first unlocked something within themselves, a shift in perception, a reconfiguration of what they believe to be possible. From there, techniques become tools: breathwork, meditation, chi cultivation, visualization, fasting, extreme endurance training. But without the right internal state, techniques remain empty. To unlock one's potential is to step beyond the comfortable edges of existence, to dissolve the illusion of limitation and see, perhaps for the first time, what lies beyond. Most will not take this path, content to live within the familiar boundaries of the known. But for those who seek more, for those who feel the unshakable knowing that something within them is waiting to awaken, this is an invitation. It is not easy. It requires breaking free from the inertia of the ordinary, dismantling the false ceilings placed above you, and stepping into the unknown. But in doing so, you become what you were always meant to be: limitless. The world will not tell you this. You must seek it for yourself. But once you begin, there is no turning back. There is only forward, only deeper, only into the vast, infinite reality that has been waiting for you all along. And once you touch it, you will wonder how you ever lived believing in limits at all. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.